Have you ever looked at someone who's just crushing it in life and wondered, what's their secret? What's the one thing they're doing that I'm not? Well, it might just be what happens in the first hour of their day. Today, we are diving deep into the power of the morning. We're going to look at what some of the most successful people on the planet do to get a head start before most of us have even hit the snooze button. Now, this idea is definitely not new. I mean, we've all heard this one, right? Benjamin Franklin was talking about this centuries ago. Early to bed, early to rise. It's timeless wisdom, really. And it points to this fundamental link between how we begin our day and, well, the entire quality of our life. But what we're about to see is how modern leaders have taken this simple idea and absolutely supercharged it. So, does that old school advice actually hold up in our crazy 24/7 world? Oh, you bet it does. Let's get into the modern proof. We're going to peek behind the curtain at the habits of some of today's most influential people and see exactly how they use their mornings to get that competitive edge. All right, first up, Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. This guy is up at 4:30 a.m. 4:30. But here's what's interesting. He isn't just frantically jumping into his work. No, he's using those precious, quiet hours for strategy. He's reading customer emails to get a real, unfiltered sense of what people are thinking. He's checking the pulse of his massive company. And then he hits the gym. For Cook, the morning is his secret weapon. It's his time for quiet, deep thinking, and planning. Now, let's flip the script completely and look at someone like Oprah Winfrey. Her approach is totally different, but it's just as deliberate. Her focus is all on mindfulness. She starts her day with meditation, then she writes in a gratitude journal, all before she even thinks about a workout. The core idea here? Center your mind first. She knows that lasting success isn't just about grinding, it's about having that mental and emotional balance. So when you put these two side by side, it's actually pretty revealing, isn't it? On one side, you've got Tim Cook, all about preparation, getting that strategic advantage. On the other, you have Oprah, focused on mindfulness to get that mental clarity. It shows us there's no single magic formula, but there is a common thread, and that thread is absolute, undeniable intentionality. They aren't just letting their mornings happen to them. And you know what? This theme of purpose, of being intentional, it stretches way back through history. Take Elon Musk. He's famous for his intensity, right? He gets up and dives straight into the most critical problems of the day. Now, let's rewind 2,000 years to the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He literally wrote about how hard it was to get out of bed. But he found his motivation by reminding himself of his purpose as a human being. I mean, listen to that. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, how relatable is that? This shows us that the struggle to win the morning is absolutely timeless. That feeling of just wanting to stay under the covers is universal. But you know what? So is the solution. Connecting what you're doing, even something as simple as getting up, to a much deeper sense of why you're doing it. Okay, so we've seen these incredible examples. What can we actually pull from them? What are the big takeaways for us? Well, we can distill all of this down into a few core principles, a kind of blueprint for building your own powerful morning. So here it is, a simple 4-step blueprint. First, wake up intentionally. Don't just let the alarm clock win, decide to get up. Second, move your body. It doesn't have to be a crazy workout, just something to get the blood flowing and wake up your mind. Third, feed your mind. This could be reading, journaling, meditation, anything but scrolling. And finally, number 4, tackle your most important task first. They call this eating the frog. The idea is, if you do the hardest thing first, everything else in your day feels easier. By the way, we go way deeper into building these kinds of habits on our Spotify podcast. So if you really want to dig in, definitely check that out. But wait, there's one more piece to this puzzle. It's the engine that makes the whole thing run. And honestly, it might just be the most important secret of all. This quote from James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, is, well, it's everything. Think about it. Success isn't about having one perfect morning where you do everything right. It's about building a consistent system, a routine that you stick to, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Your goals are your destination, but your system is what actually gets you there. Your system is what catches you when your motivation fails. And that brings us to the final and I think the most freeing takeaway here. This isn't about trying to become a carbon copy of Tim Cook or Oprah Winfrey. It's about becoming a better version of yourself. The real point of all this is self-discovery. Are you someone who's fueled by quiet, strategic planning like Tim Cook? Or are you more like Oprah, needing that mindful gratitude to feel centered? There is no wrong answer here. The only right answer is the one that truly works for you, the one that makes you feel energized, focused, and ready to own your day. So I want to leave you with a question to really think about. And don't get overwhelmed thinking you need to change everything overnight. Just think about one new, small, intentional habit. Maybe it's reading for just 10 minutes, or a 5-minute walk outside, or just writing down 3 things you're grateful for. What could that one tiny change, compounded day after day, do for your life a year from now? The potential is huge. Because in the end, it comes down to this powerful idea from Robin Sharma. Own your morning, elevate your life. It's not about finding more hours in the day. It's about finding more life in your hours. And that power, it's right there for the taking. It all starts tomorrow morning.